my channel. So for this video I'm going to be doing two different Valentine's Day looks. First, this subtle pink, soft, romantic kind of look, and then a more sultry smoky eye. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I upload it every Tuesday and Friday. Okay, let's just get into it.
Okay guys, so first I went in with this shade in the light, and I just placed that all over the lid just to set down the concealer and make all the other eyeshadows blend together really nicely. I'm taking the shade MFEO and I'm using that as my transition shade, so I'm just blending this all along the crease, not really being too precise. Then I'm going in with the shade Pukey. Yes, that is really the name, Pukey. And I'm going to take that and blend it all along my crease just to deepen up that crease shade a little bit further. I'm taking the shade Buns and I'm going in and using that along my outer V just to deepen up the outer edges. I'm bringing it in up into the crease a little bit. I'm just using a very light hand here because all of these shades are extremely pigmented. Then I'm taking the shade Mocha, which is just a deep brown, and I'm using that to deepen up the outer V even further. I'm going in with a fluffy blending brush just to blend everything together so nothing's too harsh. I'm using the NYX Glitter Primer. I love this stuff, you guys. If you haven't seen my January favorites video, you should go check it out. That was one of my favorites for the month. I'm obsessed. It just makes my eyeshadows so pigmented. Here I'm using this flat shader brush. It can be any one, it doesn't really matter. And I'm taking the shade Faint and I'm putting that all along the lid. I forgot to show it for some reason, but yep, that's all I'm doing here in this last step. I'm just taking a little bit of the transition shade MFEO that I used earlier on and running a little bit of that along my lower lash line and adding some mascara. Next, I'm using the NYX Lingerie in the shade Bedtime Flirt. I love this stuff. It's completely transfer proof, but it's a really comfortable matte formula, and I feel like the pink tone really works for this look.
Okay, so this is a completed look for the soft romantic look for Valentine's Day, if you guys want to do it this way. Now we can get into the more sultry look with the smoky eye tutorial, and I'll show you guys how I kind of like to do a smoky eye, what I would do for Valentine's Day. So yeah, let's just get into it.
Starting off this next look, I'm just going in with the shade Beam and I'm placing that all over the lid again to set down the concealer that I placed earlier. Taking the shade Pooter and I'm using that as my transition shade. It's a little bit darker than the transition shade I used for my last look, but that's okay. I'm doing things a little bit differently when I do a smoky eye, but you guys will see a little bit. But I am using a very light hand and blending it out. The shade Chip right here, and I'm putting that along my outer V and just blending it out with a fluffy blending brush after. It's this beautiful like purple chocolatey brown shade. I really love this color. I'm taking the shade MFEO, that lighter crease shade I used in my last look, and I'm using that to blend out all those colors just so there's no harsh lines and everything just kind of blends together seamlessly. And with Soda Pop right there, it's a very dark purpley shade, and I'm using a flat liner brush, and I'm just going to use this all along the lash line, and I'm going to smudge that out just to give it a slightly smokier eye and kind of make my eyes pop. You guys can of course just go in with eyeliner if you want. I just chose not to for this look, but it's all personal preference. And you can use falsies if you want to make the look even more dramatic. I just chose not to for today. So I'm going in with the NYX Glitter Primer again. I find this a really good alternative to spraying your brush. That method has just never worked well for me, but this makes my eyeshadow extremely pigmented, so I enjoy it better this way. Then I'm going in with the shade Hustle, and I'm going to put that all along the lid. I didn't include this for some reason, but I also went in with the shade Obsessed, which is just a little bit lighter than that, and I'm adding that into the inner corner and kind of mixing it with the shade Hustle, just to lighten it up a little bit. Again, I'm going in with NYX Lingerie. I'm just using the shade Ruffle Trim for this look. This has a beautiful red undertone. It's one of my favorite shades. I feel like it goes perfect with this more sultry look.
Okay, so this is the result of the second look. I wanted to go for more of a sultry, sexy, smoky eye, and I just feel like curling my hair kind of emphasizes that look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.